Yeah, I mean, I would love to, disagree and add some contention here to the opinions, but I would buy the Warriors as well. I mean, they're lights out. Granted, their strength of schedule has been kind of easier compared to most teams, but if you're a good team, you're supposed to beat the bad teams, and 10-1 speaks for itself. The experts say that he is the best pitching prospect to come out of this class, and he's probably the best prospect overall. One thing I just really enjoy about him, he's just such a versatile pitcher. Absolutely spectacular. I mean, he's a Defensive Player of the Year candidate, like you said, 6 interceptions in 5 games, which is crazy. I mean, he's just an amazing ball hawk. But there's still some holes in his game, I'd say, specifically in his coverage.
Andres, what do the ladies need to do to win tonight?
They just need to play their style of basketball, just prioritize and not being themselves. I mean, this is a team that they are, on paper, better than. I still think Dak is going to have a great game just because there's just so many weapons, so much firepower on that offensive team. I mean, seriously, especially in the running game, Zeke and Pollard, those guys, I mean, if they're succeeding, I think Dak's going to succeed too. Quincy, she's doing what she needs to do, scoring the buckets that she needs. And I remember reading an article saying, Coach Mitchell, she was talking about how the team is doing a lot better whenever other players are involved. So I just think Maddie Townley is one player that's doing pretty well consistently for them, especially as one of their bigs. If there's one thing that we realized in the first half of the season, whenever the Mavericks had that clunky and inconsistent offense that they had, right? It was really just mostly Luka doing most of the work on the offensive side, keeping the offensive flowing. Southern Miss I think they're going to finish the season at first. I believe they're going to beat UNC in their rematch, and they're also going to end the season beating the top team in the East currently, which is Charlotte. I agree as well. I mean, I think the supporting cast is one thing that their resurgence this year is one thing that is what they need to get past the first round. But I also think, to wrap it all up, it all rests on Luka's shoulders, right? He is the head of the snake, and he'll take this team as far as he plays, right? So. Buenos días, mi gente. Yo soy Andrés Zayas y le voy a dar su información sobre los deportes hoy.
Para ti, los Vaqueros, ¿cómo los describes tú en 3 palabras?
Bueno, en 3 palabras, ¿verdad? Yo digo que los Cowboys son llenos de explosión, ¿verdad? En papel. Es un equipo lleno de talento en la ofensa. Dak Prescott parece que no le afectaba mucho la lesión que tuvo el año pasado. Algo que me gusta mucho de los Vaqueros fue la ofensa de ellos, ¿verdad? Dak Prescott, él tiró 3 touchdowns con Zeke. Tiene su mejor actuación de la temporada con 95 yardas y 2 touchdowns. Estoy de acuerdo contigo, hay que dejar a Seth Luttrell. Él ha enseñado que él no ha progresado para nada con este equipo. Además de cuando ellos tuvieron a Mason Fine, para mí ese equipo era Mason Fine, nadie más, ¿verdad? Entonces vamos a empezar, ¿verdad? Con la Serie Mundial. Una noche inolvidable para fanáticos de Atlanta. El martes ganaron los Braves contra los Astros en juego 6 con un tanteo de 7-0.
Right now I play outfield, first base, and pitcher.
And what's your primary position?
I'd say pitcher mainly, but right now I'm playing, at my high school I'm playing mainly outfield, but yeah. This summer is going to be really important for me in baseball, and I'd like to get a scholarship or some scholarships to any college really. I'm not looking for specific anything like that, but I really want to be able to chase my dreams to go to MLB. So first, I need to set my grounds and go to a college that I think will give me that opportunity. My dad's really influenced me a lot. He's always been really strict with me and to the point. And even on my good days, he'll even tell me what I did wrong throughout the good days. He'll tell me good job maybe, but then we'll start focusing on what I did and what I need to fix and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that really humbled me, I guess, and it didn't make me too overconfident and stuff like that and think oh, I'm the best person on the team now. Nah, he always kept it straight and to the point. The next day you're gonna have to work harder.
But on training routine, it varies depending on the day, what he's done at school. But always we start with stretching. That's the most important thing is safety. Make sure that your joints, everything, it's warmed up before you even start doing any type of motions. So we start with our stretching, and then depending on what he likes, sometimes we start with the bat and the tee, just making swing, getting through the motions, a lot of reps, and then we go out to the field and start throwing, long toss, and then do some bullpen pitching. Kevin has good potential, and I fully believe that he'll be good. I think he's ready to do college baseball, and then from there, obviously the coaching staff are going to be able to develop him more in his life, and he can have a chance, but he has to put his 100% all the time.
First, I definitely say his pitching. His pitching's got way better than compared when I first met Kevin and we started playing together. Velo wise, he's jumped up, command, and learning how to throw his off speeds way better than how he used to. He's gotten the breaking ball better and the changeup. Second, and hitting wise, compared to how he hit also from 14U to now, I mean, it's changed a lot. Compared to how when I first met him and compared to now when I've seen him, I mean, he's put in all the work,
Inflation rates have been increasing in the past year. Gas and food prices have been rising, and this can be attributed to the pandemic and its effects it's had on the supply chain as well as the labor force.
With a pandemic like we've seen in terms of COVID, what we found is that certain sectors of the economy have been hit extremely hard. And when, COVID outbreak shuts down certain sectors of the economy, it's not the kind of thing that if in a month everybody recovers, that we're just back to normal.
The inflation rate has reached at 5.4% this year, the highest since 2008.
We're getting out of the pandemic, people are going back to work, we've got the stimulus money, people have cash and they'd like to spend it, they want to get on with their lives, and there just aren't enough goods available in stores. And so stores are doing what stores do. If they start running out of inventory, they're raising prices in order to take advantage of that.
It's an issue that economists say will persist for a couple more years. Supply chain holdups and labor shortages have taken its toll on companies all over.
Most of the shipments that I handle are by truckload, so the driver shortage has been a big impact. Prices have definitely gone up just while I've been working there. It's definitely noticeable, and it's gradually, even though it is leveling out, we're finding stopgap solutions that's not going to last forever.
The situation should improve with time and the right decisions made by governments and businesses around the world.
It will improve, but the biggest thing is that we've got to get on top of COVID, not just here in the United States, because again, a lot of the problems in terms of the supply chain are global. And so once the world gets to a little more normal state, then production will get closer to normal, and we'll start to see that.
Reporting for NTTV, my name is Andrés Zayas.
My name is Quincy Noble. I am a redshirt junior. I'm a shooting guard, and I am a CBCM major, broadcasting. I can honestly say I feel like what really made me start playing would be moving here, just having the opportunity to try out for each sport. I went out for volleyball. My dad couldn't get me good in volleyball. That wasn't what he was a coach in, so I feel like him being a coach and that just knows everything around basketball, it just made me like, you know what? Let's just ride it out. Good way for us to get close to each other and, build a chemistry. My biggest influence, I would say, basketball-wise, would be my dad, because he's always the great person that's in my ear, have my back on my worst days or when I want to cry. He's just always there for me, basketball side. I think just being a mom, that's my mom. My mom's my best friend. I feel like I confide in her about anything besides basketball. So I just say, really, my parents are my influence. Super family-oriented, like I say, like that means everything to me. My family means everything to me. Like, if anybody knows me, they know how much my family means to me, so.
Quincy has always been who she is today. Like the most outgoing, like bubbly. She's so friendly. She's just genuine. And that's how she's always been. And it's because of how she was raised.
I think she's pretty outgoing. Anybody she meets, they gravitate towards her instantly. She's a really hard worker. She doesn't really take no for an answer. She's always the type to just go out and go get what's hers or what she feel like is hers. Wow. Definitely a leader in just the way she works. Her energy is contagious. She's like an energy horse. Like, she has energy all the time. She's always smiling. She's always positive. She's always, passionate, and she's so competitive, which that helps the team a lot.
So my goals after college would obviously be playing overseas. I would love to play overseas, and then if I get the opportunity to play in the WNBA, I would also love to do that. And then if that doesn't work out, obviously use my resources around my basketball career and be able to hopefully get something really good in broadcasting. And then if broadcasting doesn't work out, teaching. I love kids, so I'm obviously going to go back to kids. I think I want to be remembered mostly just for like how fun and funny and bubbly I am, and then also just how committed I am to my sport, just because that's super important to me. I work extremely hard in it. I think I want to be remembered as obviously somebody that was committed, fun, driven, and then obviously a good teammate, like somebody that they want to continue to be around from years on out.